Well, here's my definition, and I invite you to write it down if you want, or replay this and memorize it because it's really a good one. So I think that being present is when your body and your attention are in the same place and at the same time. So, one more time. Being present is when your body and your attention are in the same place and at the same time. It's being where your feet are planted and when the room is light or even when it's heavy. So, good and bad, you're there. Being present, we need to know, have that information. When your buddy's going on about the last time he watched the Tour de France, the last stage of it, when the person you love finally says the thing that you've been holding out for so long and you miss it. Can you be there in those situations? Not just to stay silent, but not just to be agreeable, but be there for the whole thing in your body and in the actual minute. Hearing the actual words coming out of their mouth, what that is, what they're really trying to say to you. Instead of you drifting off in some mean comment that you just got on your post that you just made 5 minutes ago. So, some of you might be thinking this is just another one of those DEI things, or this is woke. Hope you're not thinking that, but maybe there could be some people. These are ideas that have been passed down from generation to generation, thousands of years old, and they have very solid foundations and basis. So I'm kind of not saying anything new under the sun here. I'm just maybe framing it a little bit differently. So let me give you a picture of what I'm talking about in context. So think about a wall and think about a door. A wall is solid. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out if you build it strong enough. It keeps things separated. It keeps us separated from something we don't want to have with us. A lot of us were raised to have a thick wall, to be solid. Don't budge. Don't give an inch. Don't listen because they're wrong. They're not like us. Dominate or defeat them. Now, here's another perspective of what true manhood and healthy masculinity is. I'm equating these two together. I'm putting these two together, the wall and the door. Think about a solid door. It's got a frame, it has hinges, it's got a lock, and you can choose whether or not to lock it. So both the door and the wall are strong. They're built strong, they're thick, they're sturdy, good material. Only one of them, though, lets anything through. And a door swings both ways, right? It lets things out, that's you saying the true and wise thing, and lets things in. And that's you letting somebody reach you and say the wise, true thing. That's the difference. A wall protects you from everyone, and a door lets the ones who matter the most, and it also lets them in, the ones that matter the most, and it keeps out the ones that are the scary people. You get to decide which way that door swings, and if you want to lock it or not. So that's solid masculinity, my friend. Our culture is a get it now culture, and we go through anyone sometimes to get what it is that we really want. It has us living on autopilot and not thinking for ourselves either. We're trained to be anywhere but where we're actually standing. Let me show you what I mean. So think about your drive home. Today, yesterday, whenever. The same route you take every day. Maybe you're coming from work or you're going to the store, whatever you're going. You don't think about it, right? You just are on autopilot. You're just going with it. You're pointing the car down the road and it's driving you there. You've done it 1,000 times. Your body thinks where it's going. Your mind goes then somewhere else because you're kind of just zoning out as you're making that drive. And you get home from that drive, and you couldn't probably recall anything from it because you've done it a million times. It's nothing unique, nothing new that you've seen. Nothing you passed stands out to you. Think about that. Now that's okay if it's a commute, right? You're still missing a lot of life there, but most of us are living our whole lives that way. We're living on autopilot. We're just letting life pass us by because we're not engaging in it. We're not present for it. We tune out what's right in front of us.